see if this is working properly. I'm testing my music again. Twitch. See if the music sounds good. Testing with volume. That's not bad. It's a little annoying, but not bad. I think I want people to be able to hear it, is the thing. Alright. Good morning! Thank you so much to Jahoel, who I cannot pronounce his name, for the follow. You've brought me back the one I lost. I lost one follow and I'm not really sure why. Holy cow. Alright, I see some brilliance just walking in. This is Lady Rosabella's Moonsugar Meadow. And I'm not going to necessarily do a lot of housing today. We might do some in addition to this, but I did want to play some games. But check this out. We got Lady Rosabella's Moonsugar Meadow. We've got a beautiful entryway enclosed with draping ivy and wedding flowers. And look at that. That is one heck of a tree. Reminds me so much of the Eldenroot tree. But that's actually genius, using this as a fence. Good morning. Potatoes should be open if you would wish to enter. That's something. Something. Oh, look at that. Also really smart with the multiple entryways. Gives a feeling. Let me change it. Hold on. Oh, what a terrible morning. Oh, what a terrible day. What was I up to? I think I was up to salt. I think I am salt. Alright. Lovely. Wow, she's really got a good aesthetic. I'm a fan. Beauteous. If the music's annoying, I can change the channel. So tell me if it's not to your liking, and I can try to find something either more chill, or upbeat, or low beat, or whatever. I don't know. Well, that's different. I haven't seen those as what do you call those before? The heaty things you put them on. I can't think of a word. I apologize. Even got a pull-out lever. Beautiful. Oh look, there's stuff drying over here in the dish pan, or in a basket actually. Beautifully done. Ranges. Sounds almost right. Burners. That's it. Burners. Not all here. And that's a really cute couch. Good symmetry. Really nicely symmetrical bedroom. Here's the, where you get ready. Vanity, bath. This is a very relaxed and pretty place. Oof, want a sauna? It's quite sauna-y. You shouldn't leave the door open, it's all gonna come out. All the steam's gonna escape. Oh no. Beautiful. Good morning. We are looking at a pretty house. It is quite pretty, actually. Is this a doghouse? Aww! I don't know that I've seen anyone use that as a doghouse before. It kind of is perfect for it, isn't it? A little spot to sit under the tree. Oh, look at that. Okay, I love when I see this. I've seen it a couple times before, but it's always genius. People using the, I think it's the fishing rod as a drink straw. And here's a little spot. Probably the bartender stays here. Yeah, so we're going to probably do some questing today, if only dailies, because I want to experience more of the game. You can always speak up and say, you don't want me to. But unless you do, I'm probably going to do that. I don't think I missed anything, but I have been known to miss things. So please let me know if I did, and I will be happy to come back. Man, it is hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Alright, so news of the morning. I have posted the contest info onto Reddit. If you have a Reddit account and you're willing, please go update it for me. Here is the link. Please do your dudage. Let's hope nobody puts anything hateful on it, because I don't have as much control there as I might elsewhere. Jerks. Cardi did update and fix some things. Unfortunately, other things are broken. The paintings are broken now. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm doing the best that I can, and I know people are getting frustrated. There's some people saying that they don't want to use it anymore, and I understand that, but until he starts sending me the betas, I can't stop it. I can't fix it. And, you know, some of these are things that he wants to get a fix out for quickly, and I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. He's just so busy that he fits it in when he can. I only heard from him for the first time in weeks yesterday. He sent me a message, and it was just explaining something about the most recent update, but I don't have an answer for you. So I apologize for anybody who's frustrated. I understand, but just remember, you know, it's all coming from the heart with him. And things aren't perfect. I'm certainly not perfect, Lord knows. I just ask for patience. All right. Tarsier complained about to me about the music box, the Solitude Ornate Firebox having a weird hitbox. I forwarded that on to Cardi, and he said he got it to the designer. So that information is back to them. They've got it. I'm gonna lay this out here, and I'm gonna feel bad about it if it's taken poorly. A month ago, Devil Doggett gave away a contest thing in one of my guilds in ETU for 10 million gold to do something for housing, for a winner. The winner bid 10 million gold on it and won. They gave the money to her. Devil Doggett then went and left the server that they're on Discord together, left all abilities to talk to people, and hasn't been on the game since. So this is the most neutral way I can explain it. She was booted from the guild, booted from Discord, and I believe she's blacklisted. Now, I don't know what really happened, but what I did is I reimbursed Ansley the 9.5 million of it, because Epona actually gave them the rest, 500,000. So, just so you know, I didn't want the housing community to look bad. We're good people. We don't need that kind of reputation. So what I did is I reimbursed 10 million gold to, even though it wasn't my responsibility, I felt that as a housing person who cares about the housing community, I wanted people to think better of us. So there you go. I'm doing that. I did that. I already paid it. So my point is, by bringing this up, I don't know what's going on with her. One of my friends contacted her and 5 days ago now, and said, you know, can you return the money? And she said, yeah, I'll return the money, and she didn't. So there could be some explanation that I'm not aware of, but until then, I would strongly suggest you avoid using her for any decoration, if she's even around, until this is cleared up. There may be a perfectly reasonable explanation for it. I may get my 10 million back, who knows? But until then, I really want people to be cautious, very, very cautious about their money, because I didn't want to say anything bad about her, but I'm more concerned about you guys losing your money. Devil Doggett took 10 million from one of my guildmates in ETU to do a house, and then left the server, disappeared, refused to respond, left the Discord server, and took off. She was contacted 5 days ago, said she'd return the money. This has been a month now. She still has not returned the money. So I am putting it out there that you should not trust her with your money until we get some sort of answer. I covered the 10 million. So that the guild did not have to eat it. I know. Just letting you know. I don't know what the explanation is. She has? Okay. I like I said, there may be a perfectly reasonable explanation, but the money has not been returned, and I think that's something very important to let the community know, that, you know, don't, until this is resolved, don't give anybody your money like that. That's all I'm saying. I am a very understanding person. If there's a good explanation, sure, no problem. Just be careful, you know? It's a lot of money, and I'll cover it. Nobody asked me to cover it, but I covered it. Because ETU is my guild. I don't want them eating money that was supposed to pay them some things, and I mean, it never got back to the guild, blah, 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 all that. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a little questing. Hope that doesn't bother anyone. We can look at houses in between. Are you here for the job? You look like the sort Dedham Joss would send my way. He knew I needed someone capable. I am salty. Dedham Joss hired me on your behalf. Good, I'm glad. I appreciate you taking the job. I would have done it myself, but I know my limits. I gathered as much information as I could without being... What? Okay. Being seen. Alright, let me turn settings a little bit. Thank you. Thank you, Nywin. But I wasn't foolish enough to try destroying their ritual tools myself. What kind of information did you discover? For one, the Zul'Zan are crazy and worship chaos. I don't exactly know what the purpose of their sacrifices are, but it's clear the Zul'Zan use specific tools in order to carry them out. If you can destroy those tools, you'll slow them down. Can you tell me anything more about the tools? From what I observed, the ritual requires the joining of an unfertilized Argonian egg, a stone basin made in the time of dust, and a flame made with special herbs. Those components are what you need to destroy in order to halt the sacrifices. Are these things irreplaceable? Sadly, no. But at the very least, it seems that they are not easily replaced. Destroying these tools will delay the Sulzan, which will save lives. That's what's important. Any fish today? Barely any today. I hope you have better luck in Zisei than I have been having here. Nothing feels like biting, I suppose. So, you know, I really didn't want to talk about that stuff right off the bat, but I feel like it's gone on long enough that I have to. So I'm glad that, let's hope it resolves. And if it resolves, I'll update you. And I'll let you know. And hopefully it'll all go away and everything will be fine. So, we did look at a house. We're going to continue looking at houses, but I figure I've been told that you guys don't mind if I play a little bit, so I'll play a little bit and hopefully you don't mind. Hopefully that is true. Good morning. I do not know where to go. Alright, let's see if things show up on the map here. Yes. Yes, here's the map. Talk to alchemy. Okay, yeah, I can do that later. Talk to Revis Divinity. Where's the, there's the Zeemhawk's Lagoon. Vunalk. Alright, I won't be salty anymore. I'll be something else. I don't know what yet, though. I will be subtle eye makeup. It was the next one in order. Good, more, whatever this is. Uh-oh. It was a jar of salt. It was a salt shaker, I guess. That was what was supposed to be funny about it, is I was being salty, get it? Thank you. I'm trying to. Good morning. All right. Let's pick. Oh. That was brilliant. Really well done, Karen. Just super smart. Let me get out of the way here. There we go. Hopefully people will show up other than my guy. Bastion. He's not my favorite guy. He's mildly goody two shoesy to me. I don't love the goody two shoesiness It's a little annoying to me, but I'm still learning how to do all this, you know? So my suggestion for the usage of these two is, even if you're just working on one of them, get both, because one of them likes digging and one of them likes scrying, and there's no use giving up on some of the experience that you could be getting. It really doesn't make sense to waste it if you're going to be doing any antiquity work. Just saying. Otherwise, you're ending up wasting it. And there's a lot of antiquity work to be done. Like a ridiculous amount. Plus, Bastion likes you digging up enchanting nodes. You don't want to miss out on that. If you're reading lore books, he likes it. That kind of thing. You're going to be experiencing things that it makes sense to have one or the other at any given point. That's, I guess, what I mean. I don't think anybody's doing daily world bosses, are they? Well, I'm not going to stand here like an idiot waiting if no one's going to show up. Sadness. Maybe I'll come back later when more people seem to be doing it. Had no idea people weren't interested in that. So if you should get map pins and turn on the blackwood markers. If you don't know how, you just go into your map and see this filters. Make sure that you select the blackwood one, and that way it'll show you where things are, that events that are going on, like you know, there's certain encounters that happen at spots that you have to be in a certain spot to get. There's places you can pick up parts of a tapestry, stuff like that. So you need to have that on in order to see where these encounters and things happen. And so I think it's really worthwhile, especially since I'll be like tooling around and I realize other people don't have it on. Map pins is really useful. I don't know, I wouldn't want to be gaming without it anymore. Like, I'm happy with it now and I just don't want to do without. Plus, it shows you where some of the chests are, and chests are always nice, right? I'm low on enchanting materials, so you may see me picking them up now and then. I don't know. Aww. Poor Roscoe. Subjected to kisses. Poor guy. I still don't really understand what all I need to be doing, but I know that Alcast has a guide. One of you guys mentioned it. I went and looked. He has a guide for what to dress them in, the companions, what to give them as skills for each build you might want. For example, I probably want a tank, because a tank and maybe a support. So like maybe one of them is support and one of them a tank. I don't know. Hard to say. Supposedly, the funerary mask can be found over here. I'm just following map pins. I know nothing of any kind of special information. I'm just following map pins. Although I gotta say, you know, it's not that hard fighting here. I haven't had too much trouble. It seems pretty reasonable. After I find this, we'll go to another house. It's true. Yeah, I've been that way about most things. I'm certainly not rushing to get him his rapport up. But if I'm going to be doing those things anyway, I feel like I should perhaps know a little bit about it. I don't know much, but I know a little. I don't see the mask lead. I don't know where you would find it. Maybe up against a tree or something? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Oh well, we'll go look at another house. I haven't looked into those portals yet. I'm a little scared of them. But there's also these things, which are Bane of Sul'jan, destroy the totem in Ojelbach, or whatever it is. I haven't done any of that. I don't even know how to get into those totem holders. No big deal. One day, I'll figure it out. That day is not today. Because I'd rather just play. Yeah, that's good to know. Very good to know. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of problems out there. Housing in general lacks things that they could do. But it's something that we make do with, I suppose. Kit Susan, Hunter's Glade, Gardens and Estates. You know, I mean, we all want them to implement some of the things from whatchamacallit. We all want them to words. Like, incorporate the Skyrim stuff. For example, we want them to incorporate weapons on the walls, you know? Being able to put your weapon up. That was one of the best parts. Bards would have been nice, but they've gone music box. And I guess they can make more money out of that. Yeah, I do switch between them, I admit that. I have, in fact, been doing that much. I switch when I'm going to be doing, you know, antiquities. I'll do a bunch of scrying and then a bunch of, I should be waiting 5 minutes between scrying from the sounds of it. Who knew? You live, you learn. This is empty. Okay, let's see where they put everything else. Sorry about yesterday. I've been in pain. I've been trying to improve my pain issues, but I really haven't been able to. Ooh, somebody built a house. This is pleasing. Oh, somebody made a whole town, it looks like. Kid Susan. Wow. This is cool. How beautiful. What a gorgeous place. Even the gardening is stunning. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright. We've got fairies. Thank you. I mean, I try, but, you know, I just did not feel good yesterday. And I wanted to stream. Because it's good for my mental health, you know? But physically, I was in such a bad mood because it hurt so much that I just knew I was going to be, oh, look at that together. That's a lovely scene. I just knew that I was going to be cranky. And I was cranky. You know, I was in a bad mood about it. It amazes me when people are able to turn this town, this area, into something beautiful. Most people don't. Most people, when it comes, oh, look at how smart this is. It's not just a bonfire. It's a signal fire and a horn, a signal horn. So you can call people if you need them. Really thinking about function as well as beauty. Smart move. I don't know when things are going to get better, if they're going to get better. I'm hoping. Beautiful stuff in here. Now that's a cool entryway. See what they did there? They've got the rounded sides, and then they also have like the curtain is doing the concave kind of version. Space is great. It doesn't bother me to get to it as a tour, somebody to tour. What bothers me, oh, this is so pretty, is when people don't do something like this. When they, when it's just this spaced out, unconnected kind of, here's some things and here's some things and here's some stuff over here. It doesn't appeal to me. Oh, flower in there. I get, it's just like, it feels like I'm walking all over the place to get to just a couple of things in one place. Doesn't really make sense to me. Now that's a great use of this circle. It really helps to put that border up. It makes it look natural. Great window work. I like how the walls are mostly out of allied grates, so that you can still see the color of the sky and everything. Because that's, you know, the color of the sky is the defining feature in this house, right? That's what makes it stand out. Otherwise, it's just a great big field, right? So, really having a way to have the color of the sky come through. Oh, they're actually using the greenhouse as a greenhouse. That's funny. It's so rare to see that. Who sleeps in here? Looks like a stable. Crafting area. It's true. Well, this probably wouldn't be a primary home for me. Look at this cute little house. I don't think I would see myself as using it as a crafting house because it takes too long to get to places, like you said. This would be more of either an RP home, a project home where I do something that I'm really proud of, or even, I hate to say it, but even storage would work fine. Another cute little house. What's nice about this block, these elsewhere blocks, is you just plop one down and you have a house. It's the perfect size for a house. Of course, you have to add a roof and windows and stuff, but it's essentially, boom, there you have it. Okay, that's a genius move here. Oh, that is genius. They filled up the empty space with the elsewhere platform that builds up. It looks perfect. Hello! We're gonna go back to playing in a little bit, but I wanted a nice lighting job. Hilo Helot behind her scene. gets the color across the back of it. Neat. Gorgeous water garden over here. So much in here. Then they buried the clockwork calibration guides underneath the water. Look at how pretty that is. Yeah, some really nice lighting tricks going on. This person is pretty advanced with that. Speaking of, take a look at Debella's head when we get around here. Not only does she have lighting at her feet, it's matched to the lighting around her head. She even has like what looks almost like angel wings or fairy wings. It's pretty cool. Beautifully done. I'm probably missing something. I apologize if I do. I'm happy to come back. Let me know and I will return. But I think this is fabulous. It's one of the best Hunter's Glades I've ever seen. And I mean it. I means it.
Honestly, I'm terrified that I'ma die and be forgotten quickly. If I go out, I don't know if there's a lot who miss me. Hopefully I really have a soulmate, so at least I'll have a body beside mine to be rotting with me. My mind has been making all these obstacles. Some days I wake up and I feel like I'm unstoppable, and then the next day I feel like it's all impossible. The world is at my fingers, but there's nowhere else I wanna go. And last night I finally hit my limit. Liquor in my system, but never had clearer vision. Punching walls and throwing keys.
Loading, right.
Problems, cause I know it's me. The root of all these issues is the lack of all my actions. Tired of feeling like I'm not committed to my passions. And as the tears flow, I had a moment of clarity, feeling like I'm finally hearing all the things I would say to me, like I'm begging you to cut the axe from the annex. It isn't any kind of magic, ain't no rabbit and hat trick. It's just maximum actions, and that's what matters.
Oh Lord! Sorry, I'm whiny today. How are you guys doing? Hello, 6. I don't know. I need to think about what I want to build. You know, it's funny. I was looking at it over the weekend, and it seems like after the weekend, you know, the whole thing with the weekend console drops. That was an interesting way of saying it. The console drop information dropped. It seems like everything kind of died off. So few people were streaming, and it's continued on Monday. It was like, I don't know what happened, but it essentially, like, Twitch died for ESO at least. The big streamers, I did not see them on. I think Madigan was on for a little bit, but for the most part, people were not around. I thought about streaming yesterday just to fill the gap, but, you know, wasn't feeling up to it. I did go in my jacuzzi, my fake jacuzzi. That was fun. Alright. I don't know what we're doing here, but we're doing something. We're gonna take this quest. This is Jella. I wonder if she's jealous. I erect the spine of fear, formidable stranger. I need your help. The Sulzan captured me and my friends in order to use us for a cruel ritual. I managed to escape, but my friends remain inside. I intend to go back and rescue them. Do you know anything about the ritual that's endangering your friends? I overheard it as I attempted to escape. The Sulzan possess a relic, the idol of Zulunat. They will use it to consume the spirits of my friends, so they may summon a spirit of destruction. I am no limp-finned hatchling, but I cannot stop this all alone. What do you need me to do? I need you to come with me into the Zanmir and free my friends in order to interrupt the Sulzan's rituals. Then, we must destroy the idol of Zulunat to prevent this atrocity from befalling another clan. I will pay you handsomely for your aid. I'll help free your friends and destroy the idol of Zulunat. as mud as my mother. I know that with your help, we can save my friends from this horrible fate. Let's head inside quickly. Keep your teeth sharp. What is the idol of Zulima? I do not know. I only heard of it in passing as I escaped. I imagine something like that comes from a time when my people worshipped stone and had little reverence for the Hist. All I know is that Sulzan can use it to trap the spirits of the dead. Alright. Let's go inside. I won't read every little thing. Some of this stuff isn't very interesting, right? It's funny that we're multi-whiny. If you're watching and you like it, hit a follow. If you're watching and you like it, hit a follow. If you like it, then you should have hit a follow. If you like it, then you should have hit a follow. Sorry, I'm horrible. Now y'all are gonna quit and be like, never again, woman, never again. Alright, where are we going? Well, first, let's get over to this thing over here. Looks like there's a soul shard thinger. Oh, bog blights. We're gonna have explosions. Or not. Where'd he go? Alright. I guess you can't really easily get up there. You guys bored today? What's going on? You're all so quiet. Am I letting you down? Or are you just chilling? Like villains. Ah, Vorplasms. Doing writs, okay. Well, that I understand. Oh, hell with it, I'll just go over here. Like, oh wait, you can't. You gotta go up. Oi, this area is not as clear as I think. Well, I will share some with you. Your, what? That sounds naughty. You sound naughty, Six. A bunch of my friends are on Facebook are computer nerds, so I had them all updating my contest on Reddit. Much appreciated to everybody who does that. It gets it more attention. Otherwise, it could just fade into the nothing, and then it's like all this work is for nothing. Cardi finally found out about it. He was very happy that we're doing a pride contest of this community. So maybe we'll get him to take part in it somehow, like either helping announce it or whatever. I don't know. I could ask him. I haven't figured out how to do it yet. Like how we're gonna do it. How do you get in here? Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I'm thinking of making something myself just for the sake of making it to continue, you know, to participate myself, you know? Not like I'm gonna win. I'm not trying to win. I just want to do one maybe that I'll, like J-Heart does, that it'll stand in front of, you know, for part of it. You know, you may think it's not worth your time to pick up these provisioning stuffs, but it kind of is, because I can't tell you, like, how often when I've run low on things to sell, provisioning has come into my rescue. Nothing else, just to have something to sell, right? And I know J-Heart buys them, so if you're in Spicy, you just list it in Spicy and he'll friggin' buy them from you. But I want it to be naughty. And why would you be eating that? That's full of sugar. You're gonna crash out. I know I would. Not that it doesn't, you know, taste good, but I've gotten to the point where things heavy in sugar, I just don't even bother. Because it just knocks me out. Aside from bread, forget it. Bread I just take and deal with. Alright. Sulzan note. That looks like a book, not a note. The idol thirsts. Its face turns upward with 1,000 wanting mouths, and it begs. It is from a time long ago, a time forgotten, but it will serve us well. It is ours to take and to feed. It will need many to become full and bring forth the spirit of destruction. The spirit will burn fields and fill the swamps with blood. Yes, I see I'm being fought. I don't care. It will sow chaos wherever it touches, so long as we're able to bring it here. But the idol remains so very hungry. We need more bodies for the rituals. Does the spirit enjoy their screams? We will make many more. The idol will drink and drink until the spirit arrives. Now that's a sick one. When those get added to books, that'd be a really good one to use in your house if you have EHT. Who is spitting fire anyway? Like, I don't know who I'm fighting over here. That's fantastic. That must be the third shift, maybe the supermarket. Because I know there's a supermarket that he's been trying to get a job at for ages. Oh, I did? Thank you. He kept going to that supermarket and asking, and they kept saying he was looking for third shift because he doesn't have a car. I think that's what it was. He has to share his car with his girlfriend. Sacrificial basin. Destroy. That's fantastic, though. He deserves it. He's been trying for so long. Poor guy. You shouldn't have to beg for a job like that, especially when nobody has... There's people searching for employees like crazy everywhere. But he was limited by location, you know? He has to walk to, or had to walk to, if he didn't get the car. Poverty just limits so much. I was just not paying attention. I'm sorry, Ollie. I'm paying more attention to you guys than I am to what I'm doing. Yeah, it is. And I don't, you know, if they're paying crap, but they're hiring. And if you're like him and you could use a little bit of confidence, you know, after being unemployed for so long, certainly taking anything might cheer you up a little bit. And then he can continue to look for something that's a little bit more his style. You know what I mean? I know that it's not. I don't know where I'm going. I'm totally probably going the wrong way and I'll have to loop back, but whatever. I'm just doing stuff while we talk. I was watching a Octavian yesterday and he was messing up on some of his writs and I'm like, oh dude, you're gonna have to walk back. And then I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't criticize. I do that all the time. Forget to build that one thing and then have to walk all the way back to the crafting stations. Why are Tuesdays so quiet? Today is flip day. Yay! People to kill. Alright. I don't know why they went with another Argonian zone. I mean, wasn't Murkmire enough? There's other races we haven't really delved much into. It would be interesting to see some of the other stuff going on, I guess. Maybe they just really like Argonians. I mean, I don't dislike them, but they're not my favorite race. No, that's true. There's Imperial and Alien too. That's true. And it's like, you know, lore appropriate, I guess. Well, that's because Bosmer stuff is crappy. Let's be honest. It's all like very basic looking. There's nothing really attractive about it. It's like mud and death. They are. They're terrible. But then again, so are pool houses. It's true. That's true. I shouldn't judge. Given that there was COVID, I shouldn't judge. Alright, let me change my thinger. Here. I got butterflies now. Because they're free. It's true. No disagreement there. But, I mean, the difference is that you're in poo. You really can't get much worse than a poo house, because it's poo. Just saying. Really? I don't know. It's not my thing. I've seen some really good stuff done with it, but I'm not in love with it. You can cover up a lot of it. But the sad part is you have to. You kind of have to cover it up. Like, that's a bunch of slots that maybe you didn't have to use otherwise. Is there a way to get through here up top? Right. It's a shame about the poop. And I've said that before. No, I've seen people do some amazing stuff with them. I'm gonna agree with you 100%. Hands like fish. What the hell does that mean? The person's name is Hands Like Fish. Does that mean she has cold fish hands? I mean, what does that mean? That's pretty horrible. You off of your feet, I'm out the one who drives you out. I just can't compete. Oh, darling, I just can't sleep. Oh, you belong with me. Oh, you belong. I don't know. I've recently seen some amazing things done with Bosmer houses. I think Rainicorn blew me away with their Bosmer house. I was absolutely astounded by what they were able to do. And they even incorporated a little of the background of the onion house in it in an incredible way. Bosmer houses. I don't like them. They smell. Like onions. No, they're just not my favorite. Yeah, it was an amazing tour. I mean, that was an incredible home. She blew my mind. How do I get over here? Why is this so hard to find stuff? Oh, Snug Pod's good. Snug Pod is really good. There's a lot going for Snug Pod. Such a high item count for what it is, you know? And it makes it that much easier to fill up and make feel full and lush and delicious. And it's taller than it might seem at first. So you can do things that are... Uh-oh, Bastian's gonna get mad at me for killing that guy. That little lizard. Yeah, that's one of the first houses that I recommend people get. It's really good for a crafting and turn-in house. If you need one or want one. Especially if you're not in a big guild where people are always at important locations, it's good to have that house. But most people are in guilds big enough that they can port pretty much wherever they need to go at any given time. Except for a couple of rare spots that I would say, like Cliffshade's good to have because a lot of people aren't usually in Green Shade all the time. I find Cyrodiilic is good because of the proximity to Bandari, which people may not be in. Those are good homes to own. For reasons. Who is this we're saving? Who are you? Last to eat. Must be the chef. I got it to make it a crafting home because everyone suggested it was such a good crafting home. And I did, in fact, use it as that for a long time until I used it in a contest. And now it's just it's a dragon horde. And I'm probably never going to change it because that's just... Unless I move the dragon horde somewhere else, which I suppose I could. How do you get there? Alright, we'll go around. And not to mention Cyrodiilic, Autumn's Gate, Snug are all fairly affordable. So if you're low on cash, you're just starting out or something, those are good homes to buy. I recommend people buy them all the time. And then, you know, you'll find that later on, once you get into decorating, if you get into decorating, you'll wish you had more like them. Because they're like the perfect bite size to make certain contest entries into. You know what I mean? So. And Twin Arches. Twin Arches is surprisingly good too. Oh, thank you! Awesome, Storm Raven. Glad you're participating. Mine, jeez, I don't even really... I guess my first house was Matissan. Because at the time, I really didn't know what I was into, looking for. I was new to the game. I didn't really understand. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to get this. I really didn't understand what all was going on with the game. Like, I hate to say it, but I bought it with crowns. It was not awful. I didn't know any better. Where is this last bit? I can't figure out where I'm supposed to be going for this one. Douse sacrificial flame. I didn't see it anywhere though. Is it upstairs or something? Oh, there it is. Now that I walked past it, was it already out or something? I walked past that. Very strange. I wonder why it worked that way, or didn't work that way, for that matter. Very strange. Alright, now we go out this way. Out this way! I was watching one of these makeup people who are always telling you how to do your makeup really good, and they were doing a review of influencers using filters. You know, like I use the filter. And they're talking about filter glitches when people who are actually trying to pretend like they actually look good, like the Kardashians or something, and if you cover your eyes, the filter can't tell who you are, can't tell what you look like, so it'll glitch out, and it'll show you what the person really looks like. And so he was showing just how drastically these filters are being used, which I thought was fascinating. I use them to be silly or fun or just for the enjoyment of it, but it's kind of amazing to me just how fake these things are. But I think the big ethical problem that the guy had with it was that Kim Kardashian was trying to sell coverage makeup, like foundation makeup to cover up. And, you know, you're faking, she already had makeup on before she put any of the makeup on that she was trying to sell, and she had a filter, which I understand. Koran, he just says a normal name. What the hell kind of name is that? See you later. Alright, what? My egg brothers and sisters are safe thanks to you. There's one task left before us, and if I have not yet reached the limits of your assistance, we need to destroy the idol of Zulu-Nat to ensure Zul'Zan do not summon the spirit of destruction. How do we do that? We must find where Zul'Zan are keeping it first. It will likely be somewhere of great importance to them and heavily guarded. Yeah. I just pray we're not too late. There's been so much death here already. How does the idol work? From what we've seen so far, it seems as though these terrible rituals fear the souls from the victim. I believe the Zul'Zan found a way to transfer the stolen spirits into the idol in order to power it. Is dark magic certainly. Will destroying the idol prevent the Zul'Zan from doing whatever? I can't see that. That I cannot know. I hope so. If it doesn't stop them completely, it will at least slow their schemes. Destroying the idol of Zul'Nat should at least protect others from being trapped here. That is enough for me. Let's go. I mean, unhealthy for whom? The people who are watching and think that that's real? Or for people who are watching and think that's what we're supposed to look like? Or for the streamer who's doing it? You know, for whom is it unhealthiest? That's the question. Personally, I mean, I'll tell you, I don't mind it when these streams, when these filters make me look like I'm wearing makeup. it makes me feel more confident because I do have vitiligo. And as you can probably see in this filter doesn't cover much. And it's an embarrassment to me, even though I know it shouldn't be, even though I know it's just natural and these things happen and whatever. I'm gonna be honest, like it's difficult for me. How do we get up? I don't think it's through this door. It's just one of those things that, maybe down here? No. I admit it, you know, it's like I'm insecure about it. And if this covers my vitiligo, then more the better. I don't mind being silly and wearing silly hats and stuff. Oh, sure. I think we do understand it better than you think. The video I was watching, he was talking about how everybody was calling Kim Kardashian out for being unethical and using filters and whatnot to sell her makeup. So enough people notice it and say so, but that doesn't mean that they don't think that that's the ideal. They may still think that's the ideal. Who knows? I don't. I'm getting it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to go in there now. I realized I'm learning this zone. I don't know it yet, but thank you. You know, people do and know that others are faking it, but did I go in the wrong one? No, I gotta go through there. Okay. And I gotta take out the boss. That's something I can do. It is what it is. I'm not ashamed to say that I have insecurity about my looks. Here's a perfect example. This one, look at how much it shrinks my features. This one is actually called Catfish. Watch. This is what my face really kind of looks like. The only thing this one does is lighten my skin a little bit, but those are my normal features, right? Check it out. That's Catfish. Look at how different it makes me look. It's a tiny little small face comparatively. Right, I just used this one as an example. I'm not actually using this one except for joking about it. I don't actually use this to present this out as if this is me, because that's most certainly not me, and I'm okay with that. It just cracks me up. Where is the thinger? I guess it's up there. I don't think we can get to it. But these exist, you know. These filters exist and people use them as if they're legit. And I try to make it very clear that I'm using filters, that I'm jokingly using filters. Especially when you know, my thing says that, every 15 minutes it says I'm using a filter and you can change it. Good morning. So no me hiding the fact here that I use them. And most of them are silly. For what it's worth. I thought the boss would be in here. Where is the boss? Oh. No, they don't. And that was the other point that the guy made. Actually. I will be right back. Restroom real quick. Well, mine says it. Mine literally says I'm using a filter, or you can change it every 15 minutes. So I feel like I'm being very honest about it. I don't see where the boss is, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I literally do not see the boss. I don't know what's going on. Is that him? No. I guess we're waiting for the boss to show up. Side door? Alright. Presumably this one? But I will say this. Thank you. It is difficult as a 44-year-old woman to compete on this platform with, there we go. It is difficult to compete with young women. And a lot of guys will only watch, you know, young women on stream. And I am not young. And once you get past a certain age, your skin does not look the same, no matter what you do. And the filters kind of level the game, the playing field a little bit, you know what I mean? Alright, let's go get that. There it is, I can see from here. Well, that's true. But, you know, you see the numbers on some of these young girls' streams, and it's insane. No wonder women feel insecure when they're streaming, and they're like, you know, I'll never be at those numbers because I don't have that kind of body or face anymore. That kind of thing, right? Alright, let's go outside and talk to the chick. I'm just being honest about how I feel about it. I feel like I don't have a chance. I know I've missed my window by like 20 years to be a streamer, but back then it wasn't like this, you know. I miss college. I was having a dream about college last night. I wish I was back at when I was in my 20s like that. I know, I should focus on the now and the future, but I have a hard time doing that. Where is the person I'm supposed to talk to? There they are. Ah, yes. If you want drops. Spawn-worthy feelings to you, brave warrior. That sounds wrong. Not only did you rescue my tribe, but you became a storm that tore free the evil roots of the I can't pronounce them. With this, you have saved many more innocents. I would hope so. Will you and your friends be safe now? Yes, thanks to you. The Sulzan in this place will flounder without their idol, and my friends are now safely out of their reach. You saved us, and likely many more with your actions. Take this Beco Gel with our thanks. Yeah, I get it. I know my demographic is different, and that's a good thing, right? But But I'm sure that it helps somewhat that certain people, certain streamers are cute as buttons, even in our own environment, our own group of people that we are, the community. I'm sure that the fact that, you know, some of them are much younger and much more attractive it matters to some people. Not to all, not to everybody, but it matters to some people. That's all. If it didn't matter, streamers wouldn't worry so much about it. They wouldn't dress up like that and try to look like that and all that. I gotta be honest with you, the same here, but there's a lot of guys who want them. And there's a middle ground. Those girls who look really cute but aren't, you know, hot, don't show off their you-know-whats. So, I don't know. Like, maybe that's a thing. There's some sort of middle ground. I mean, okay, let's use an example. Aerie is adorable. She's a beautiful young woman. Younger than me, very attractive. She's also an amazing human being, an incredible streamer, and a great builder. She's a threat. She's got a lot going for her. You call those triple threats. She's even more than a triple threat. No hard feelings. I adore her. She's a tremendous, amazing human. But that is going to appeal to some people. It's not like she's slutty or sticking her boobs out. Right, exactly. She's not, you know, selling herself or anything like that. She's just a normal, attractive woman. And I'm sure that helps somewhat. But, like you say, it helps that she's an amazing human, you know? And I think in our community, maybe that does matter more. And that's good to hear. It's good to hear you guys say that. Thank you, Nywan. I appreciate that. We're going to go look at another house, too, in a minute. I'm just breaking up this stuff. I try very hard to be nice to people. I think the world is such a cruel place. I've experienced so much of it. Yeah, it is, yeah. Honestly, like, life has been exceedingly cruel to me. And I think to a lot of us. And I refuse to be adding to that. I don't want to make it any worse for the world. We have enough of it already, especially going on since, you know, the last few years have been just brutal. Guardianwulf Resort Divinity Hundings. And so it's a conscious choice on my part to try to build people up, make people feel good. Okay, sure. And, you know, things like that. It's important to me. I try not to bring anyone down. You know, honestly, I haven't found even one that I found attractive. Isn't that terrible? I guess I thought Hammy was cute, but Hammy doesn't really do a lot of it anymore. Alright. He does other things. So that's a sky there. We've got 28 effects in here. And 600 to 600. Guardian. Quick suggestion. if you're going to use a night sky, which you perfectly well can, try messing with global brightness and see if by lowering the light, it will look a little bit more like it's nighttime. Don't go too far with it, but enough to just seem a little dark should be great. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I have not yet found a handsome fella that I care about that with. I'll certainly watch a lot of guys. It doesn't matter what they look like. Uh-oh. I think we have a little bit of a dance pole here. But mainly, it's just, I enjoy... I mean, hell, I watch J-Heart, you know. He's a great guy, but he's not my type. I go for what they're doing, and... Hello, Stabbity Doom. Edit me. Oh, you need to fix Cardi. He's saying the wrong thing. You need to edit his speech. Makes many soups. That lovely kitchen. Look at the smoke they added. That's an effect. It's true. It's true. I don't know what's up with that. There's some... I guess really hot people don't play ESO. Nice guys stream. You don't think nice guys stream? Melistra, you're adorable. I think there's plenty of nice guys who stream. Speaking of, Meldurin streams, Six Alaric streams, and actually, you know, they're not bad looking guys, but they're not, you know, top models, but it doesn't mean anything. Let's be honest! People can be attractive, but not really, really hot, and don't want to stream ESO for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they should. Cute little meal over there. Oh, bedroom's over here. Oh, what's going on out there? Huh. I guess that's a you thing, Bae. Have you seen my husband? It's like the opposite of everything you just said is my husband. I adore my husband, don't get me wrong, but he's like the opposite of that. He's a sweet guy. Here's a good picture of hubby. There. Oh, you can see it from here. That's my husband. Yeah, see? Lots of hair, long hair, bulky. Hairy chocolate voice. I guess he's a little hairy in this picture, but he's not hairy. None of those things fit my husband, and I'm crazy in love with my husband, so there's nothing wrong there. Yeah, you two are cute. Definitely. But... no offense, I'm madly in love with my husband. I really am. He's just a fantastic human. Besides, I don't think you guys like my type, so we're good. Well, he's I mean, he started losing his hair in his 20s. He's a great potato. But, you know, it does not matter to me. I figure, I don't even really see it anymore. It's just part of what he looks like, you know? Very nice. Basically, to me, it's... well, what do you have? You know, it's like... I'm losing skin tone. He's losing hair. Does it matter? At some point, I think it stops mattering. If you're in love with somebody, it doesn't matter. Ah, okay. This is fun, Guardian. So yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Rainicorn, are you on? Guardianwulf we just did. Centered Wolf. Senna and Evita Palace. So it's just one of those things that, you know, you get older. I guess I am more attracted to him. I'm definitely more attracted to him now than I was when he was young. And it has more to do with the person he is. I know that sounds cheesy and corny and made up, but it's the truth. Things change. Senna and Evita Royal Palace. 8 effects. Ah, crap! Thank you! You always have to remind me. Let me grab my coffee. And I love you. Thank you for putting up with me, nyght.raven. I mean, on some level, you know, you need to be attracted to the person. If you're not attracted to them, that would be a little bit unfortunate, wouldn't it? Alright, so we've got nyght.raven's exorcised, and this is clearly a RP home, as you said, for one of your characters. It's not an open house. So we've got some gardening, butterfly bushes. The person likes to fish. We got a cute little paddock with goats and pigs and doggo and 2 goats, 2 horsies, 2 doggos. I like the addition of the ferns here. It looks good. That's true. But there are some people who are like, you know, Megan Fox type hot, or Tom Hiddleston, or whatever his name is, Thor type hot. There's no disputing those guys are traditionally hot, and that they appeal. And there's a reason why people go watch them, you know? They're absurdly hot. So people are playing darts and knives and axes. And here they're chopping wood. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Thank you for the follow, koala jackass. I hope that you're not really a jackass, but you can be a koala. Look at this. This is so smart when you do this. You take those lights, those Craglorn Lux lights, and stick them all in a rain barrel. It looks like... Whoa, my power just went out. I'm on a EUPN. Oh, Chris Evans is just beautiful. And then here we have the, we've got a forge, but what's smart and what I don't often see is people adding steaming water to the forge. The smoke makes sense. Probably a New Life brazier or New Life fireplace. Plus the Dark Elf coals. And Captain America, Bayushi. He's a beautiful, beautiful man. And then you have incense or something coming out of here. And so it looks like they just stuck a weapon in there and cooled it down. Lots of crafting items. Hello, Garish, speaking of streamers. Let me give a shout out. I mean, that's the... What the hell is scum? I've never heard of it. Look at the little target dummy over here. He's cute. Ah, you haven't seen him though. You gotta see him in action. He's a thing. Isn't there one arm? And then you can use the feet. Okay, so for the arm, there's one guy whose arm is part of the forge. You can use the fabricant furnishings as armor. And for the head, you can use all the helmets from different... I'll show you what I mean. Whose house was it? I have a good example. Hold on. All that I need is you. All that I need. All that I want to do. Want you. Hey. I'll find it. I'll find it. I have dems. I has them. I know what you mean, but there's other things. For example, this is John Blacksad. Look at the batarangs he made. And these are ninja throwing thingers. He's got all of this stuff, which I think is fabulous. Then you have others. Hold on. I should probably just go directly to them. That would make more sense. Yeah, it is. Oh, woe is you. I've seen other things like that. Equally as interesting as that. Yeah, nothing wrong with throat cutting. It's true. Go ahead and cut some throats, folks. I know, I'm a horrible person for saying that, but whatever. Here we go. This was Lord Wen, who's a potato. Look at the halberds he made. Plus, you got the orc knives you can use. They made a spear. Oh yeah, I'll turn off the catfish. That's silly. I shouldn't have the catfish on. I'm obviously the Princess of Power, though. This is legit. This is really what I look like. There's lots of things you can do. I'll get back to doing this, and then when we finish, I'll show you more. We've got lots of plata. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of different things that you can do if you want. It's hard to think of sometimes, but I think you just gave me my next video idea. Nice view. Wonder Stabby! Actually, I'm She Stabby. Or Stabby Ra, whichever you prefer. And it's also got, what's her name? Nocturnal over here. So we've got a nocturnal worship area. And a well. Nicely done. Yeah, she's Shira. It's a very cozy, I appreciate it kind of home. Yeah, I know. It's been forever. I know. Me too. For me too. I was a kid back once upon a time. Those days have long passed. I want to say it's on EU. It's a house by... oh gosh. Tidry? I want to say. Okay. Got a mat. Inside wall? Or outside wall? Ah, that's the way it should be. I mean, this kind of life wasn't easy. Subsistence living, man. Not fun. Just a moment, I'm looking for something. Out of curiosity, actually out of fun, I decided I'd show you a few, these are some forges. They're using the Trinamac knives in this one. So don't forget you have that at your disposal as well. Plus the shields. The shields from the different factions are an achievement item you can get. I know people have used other things. There's those weapons, the dwarven weapons that we get from the Lux Furniture you can use as well. I thought this was genius. Look at this. This is the tip of one of those lights from Telvanni. And you flip it upside down and it looks like it's pouring molten metal. Genius. You can tell I collect forges. Ah, this is what I was talking about. Here's a trophy head. You can use as a helmet. And these boots are excellent for boots. They're real for, you know, they're a Lux item, yeah, but there you go. You have boots you can craft. That should not be in forges. It's an oven. Here we go. There's a whole bunch of stuff up against the wall here. Look at all those shields. You've got different wheels that are shields. And then over here you have all different helmets from different items. I know they don't give us everything we want, but some of the stuff we can do. You're right, we have to fake it. It's true. But that just makes us, you know, more talented. You know, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's true, they do. And here's some of the factotum items. There we go. So those are just forges, but man, it's annoying me. I can't find my armor. It might be under machines, but that would be stupid. If I put it under machines, I'm stupid. But it wouldn't be the first time I'm stupid, right? These things happen. I really thought I put them under ideas. I wonder if I clean them out for some reason. Oh, here we go. Here's some of them. This is, I can't even pronounce their name. But look, you got a shield and 2 axes there up on the wall. I think that looks good. These are the I don't really have a place to put them kind of ideas where, like, I don't really know how to classify them, but they're all really neat. Like, they don't fit into my folders as such. Hold on. Oh, don't forget, exclamation point, potato, PCNA, PCEU, we're gonna pull it soon. Sorry, I'm trying to find the ones, I don't know what I did with them. Anyway, I think it's one of Tydra's houses, in case you're curious. He did an armor shop. That's a good one, on teens. Crossed scythes. We shouldn't forget that scythes are a type of weapon. Oh, a forge, and I put it in the wrong folder. Anyway, that's just some stuff for you to think about. And we'll do one more small thing. It's to go Jahoel's Eleanor Inn. Alright. We've got Jahoel's alien. I know I'm pronouncing that name wrong, Jay. Can you just tell me how you say a name so I don't mess it up? So, what I've noticed lately from them is their stuff is actually really kind of, there's multiple levels to it. Over here you have the doctor is working on the patient, right? And so the patient is Tithis, is not Tithis. The doctor's Tithis, and Nuzzy is the patient. And there's the blood, and he's giving her alcohol to dull the pain. Here's the cots they brought her in on, the stretchers. And here's the doctor's, you know, medicine and books and whatnot. But here's the sneaky. These might be the ones that he perhaps didn't do such a great job on. That's pretty hilarious to me. Speaking of trophy heads, that cracks me up. So, nice job, Jay. Very amusing. For 30 items, you did a spectacular story here. There is so much of a story here, and it's a tiny little house, but it's got a story, and that takes talent. So, super impressed. I'm gonna pick a winner. Winner is Lee! You're NA, aren't ya? I'll send you your monies. Yeah. Congrats. Let's see who's on. Is J Hard on? Let's see. I'm going to drop you off with Bethesda so you can get your points. Your drops. Okay? So, I will see you all tomorrow. And happy drop getting. You're welcome.